So human rights and history came from faculty interactions with students. That is a desire that we as a history department had to try to meet students' needs. And one of the things that students were clamoring for is a more concrete way of connecting what they were studying in their history classes to what they were witnessing in the world around them.
So we start off students in an Introduction to Human Rights course, which brings in a variety of different faculty on topics ranging from race and racism, slavery, anti-Semitism. We also talk about genocide. We talk about right to life issues. We talked about environmental issues. We have also talked about how we talk about rights historically, how historians have thought about rights, and also how have faculty in other disciplines also thought about rights.
I don't think there's a more relevant minor today, especially with what we've been seeing with COVID and these ongoing protests against police brutality and racism. I don't think there's a more relevant minor today, sincerely.
We learn the root cause of why we have these human rights abuses and dismissiveness of certain human rights issues and why there are controversies, because a lot of the controversies we would learn about in the minor ended up kind of being a result of just myths and people kind of whitewashing history or, ignoring a lot of important factors in it. So it's definitely opened my eyes a lot.
So there, I think, are lots of students out there in majors such as sociology, anthropology, criminology, as well as in the School of Business or in environmental science that care deeply and passionately about issues like environmental activism and social justice, the migration crisis. And those students are able, through our minor, to begin to develop an expertise that will enable them to complement their work with a deep historical background and with a minor that is practical at the same time.
For the Intro to Human Rights class, that class we did a lot of guest speakers from all types of human rights controversies. And, after class I walk out and I didn't just learn something, I learned it, but I also want to do something about it.
Even if you don't end up in a human rights field, this is knowledge that you'll want to know in order to connect with people, understand their position. This is knowledge that you will most definitely use in the real world after Towson.
One of the other key features of the minor is an internship. So one of the last classes that we hope that students take is an internship in human rights that will allow them to put what they've learned to practical use.
I had done a lot of internships previously, and this is my last semester, so I really wanted a culminating experience where, rather than just gaining a variety of skills through osmosis, I wanted to contribute to the place where I was interning. I feel like it's prepared me very well for the issues I want to encounter in nonprofits and social work, especially in Baltimore City.
I hope to leave my internship feeling fulfilled and like I had done something worthwhile, that I had made an impact somehow.
So it's really helpful, I think, for a student to be able to get into the work environment, to see what kind of challenges there are in applying for an internship and presenting themselves and expressing what they're interested in, developing a research project, completing that research project and reflecting on it, and sort of packaging all of those skills together by the time a student's done to be able to demonstrate in whatever context they want to head off to once they graduate.
There is no way to understand the issues that most confront our world and our nation without understanding where they come from.
Students are already talking to me about potential to work with refugees, for example. They're interested in issues of race in the United States. So we're developing those three areas in particular, but others as well are also coming up.
The sort of key thing that we're focusing on is expanding the internship program. And as more and more students enter the minor, as they begin to go out into the field, we hope that the minor is going to begin to get local traction. That is, community groups will begin to see Towson students in the Human Rights and History minor out in the community, which will fuel, we hope, even more demand for the minor.
Also, if you are a member of a marginalized community, whether it be racial or class-based, gender-based, I highly encourage you to join this minor. We need your voice, not only in Towson and in this minor, but also in the world. And this is a really good place to start.
It really can change your life, not just saying that. Like, I don't know what I would be doing in college if there wasn't the human rights and history minor. I'd kind of have to be making my own thing. So I would say do it. It's honestly, it informs you on yourself, it informs you on history, it informs you on current events, it informs you on society, it informs you on government, environment, everything. Like every aspect that's important to human rights, it really informs you on.